Hello everybody, welcome to Tea with Tim. Tonight I'm up late in my dining room drinking coffee. It is a French press, medium roast, black coffee. Drinking coffee tonight because I'm going to be up late. Why am I going to be up late? Because I'm working on some personal development and some extracurricular stuff that I do on the side. Which brings me to my topic. I had a colleague once tell me, and he said this all the time when I asked him to do stuff, that you can have something quick, you can have something cheap, or you can have something done right, but you only get to pick two. And I think there's a similar paradox out there that a lot of people believe, that you can have a successful career, that you can have a successful personal life, or you can have a strong personal development, but you only get to pick two. And my topic tonight is to basically tell you that that is untrue. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. It's a lot of work, but you can have all three if you follow these tips. Tip one, I call this having a priority strategy. When we start a business, when we're working on a project, or when we're creating a new product, we have a well thought out plan, a strategy that is been supported by experts and has been supported by numbers. But we don't do this with our life. We kind of walk through life haphazardly, thinking things are just going to happen, or one day I'll have more time. And the truth is, as we get older, our lives become more complicated, not less complicated. So you need to set the appropriate foundation. You're going to have to do some soul searching and understanding what you want out of life. Where do you want to go? What does success look like, or what's the definition of success for your life? Once you do this and you run the numbers and you run the tasks that you're going to have to do, you're going to create a foundation that is going to be paramount in creating the life that you want, period. Now, just like markets, things, priorities, competitors, all that stuff can change. And so you have to understand that this is the framework of what you think you want at this time, and be willing to evolve and be agile as things change in your life. But if you do this, chances are you're going to be successful. Tip two, be transparent with your support. Understand that you're not in this alone. Whether you're married or not, whether you have kids or not, you have some support that is going to be impacted by your decision. And this is really important. Just like when you're leading individuals in a business, you have to be a servant leader. You cannot be selfish. You have to incorporate them in the decisions that you make so you can be successful. The whole point of this is to increase your happiness in life and theirs. So making this decision for yourself, by yourself, is selfish and will not lead to a successful end game. You need to include them and be willing to compromise with what you want now for a better future for all. Tip three, be committed and organize your time. Now this is going to feel like the weirdest part for every single person, is that you're going to say, Tim, you're asking me to schedule my life. And I'm saying, yeah. You don't walk into business, you don't walk into work, into your day without a plan, without a schedule, with what meetings you have, what appointments you have, what you have to get done. We need to do the same thing once we're done at work and when we go home. We need to prioritize the time boxes that we're utilizing for everything that we do. You know, I'm gonna make dinner at this time. I'm gonna spend some time with my kids at this time. I'm gonna read a book at this time. I'm gonna spend some much needed time with my wife at this time. And you know what? I'm gonna just do nothing at this time because my brain needs a reset. But you absolutely need to schedule your time to be efficient, and you need to be committed to that. You know, it's okay to fall off every once in a while, but the priority should be, I'm only here for a short period in this life, and I need to make the most of it. And the only way you're gonna make the most of it is if you schedule that time. Tip four, and no one's gonna like this tip, sacrifice. It's the truth. Not everything can be done when it's light outside. You're not always gonna get a full 8 hours of sleep. You're not always gonna get to go out and have drinks with your friends or go see the movie right when it opens up. You have to sacrifice. Again, this goes back to being transparent with your support. You have to understand that you're just as important in their life as they are in yours. And so sometimes you're going to be sitting at your dining room late at night working on things that you want to work after they've gone to bed because that's the right thing to do. Sometimes you're only going to get 6 hours of sleep because that's the right thing to do. But you have to understand, in order to get the things that you want, to prioritize the development that you need, but as well as be able to enjoy life and grow as a family, grow as a team, that you're going to have to sacrifice. The last and final tip is to track your progress. Now, when we're working on a project, creating a new product, or just going to work, we track things. And everybody hear the line, if you don't measure it, where's your proof that you made it any better? That's the truth. Not only do you need deadlines, but you need to measure how you're progressing towards that deadline so that you can make changes as you go. Understand where you're going to be at certain time intervals. This goes down to even if you want to get in shape, because that is part of personal development. You can't just go to the gym haphazardly and say, okay, what am I going to lift today? You need to schedule it. You need to understand what you're working out, do the knowledge beforehand, understanding how to work it out. But track your increases so that you make sure that you are increasing and not staying stagnant in your own workouts. This goes the same thing for if you are moving towards a certification, or if you're working towards your MBA or just your bachelor's degree. You have to track your progress, and you have to understand that things need to be time boxed so that when you meet those goals, you meet them in the time that you agreed to yourself. My final thought for this particular Tea with Tim is that understand that you can have your cake and eat it too, but it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of organization, and it takes a lot of transparency. You can't do this without your support functions, and you need to understand that this is a collaborative decision. I hope that some of you can take this tip and work it in your life immediately. But I will tell you that you're gonna fail a couple of times, because it is different to schedule your life and to track your life and to strategize your life. But if you do it, you can't lose. You can only learn. Thank you.